Well, new at 6, 2 House Democrats say they may move to censure Congressman Tim Burchett. This according to the news publication Politico. Yesterday, Burchett called Vice President Kamala Harris a DEI hire.
Tennis reporter Lauren Lovett spoke to the congressman today about why he is using that term and what it means. Lauren?
Yeah, John, Robin, for the past few weeks, Burchett has called both Harris and now former Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle DEI hires. When I talked to Burchett today, he would not define the term, but he's used it on TV and on social media to imply they were chosen because of their race and gender.
You're disqualifying all other groups when you make a DEI hire.
Representative Burchett is being called out online after posting several tweets about so-called DEI hires.
If you do your job, that's the qualifying factor. You should not have to, there shouldn't be a box that you check. If you can do the job, then you ought to get the job. We ought to, as I've said, put the best players in, coach.
Burchett says Vice President Kamala Harris was clearly a DEI hire. Back in 2020, Biden announced he was looking at 4 black women in his process to pick a running mate. Burchett says this disqualifies all other groups of people and makes it so the person chosen is not the most qualified. His competitor for the upcoming congressional election, Jane George, disagrees.
Kamala Harris is one of the most qualified people, if not absolutely the most qualified person to be stepping into the role to be at the top of our ballot.
She says his use of the term is racist and misogynistic. George calls on people to consider whether they want someone who makes these comments to represent them.
If you really are okay with someone who is a congressional leader demeaning qualified, competent, amazing women, then you really have to step back and look at that, because guess what? Women are coming.
Burchett says his use of the term comes from President Biden, and he doesn't mean it in a discriminatory way.
It's the national media trying to pin something on me that's not true. I quoted the President of the United States. Why isn't anybody asking him that?
We've reached out to Congressman Burchett's office for a response on the possible censure resolution. We also heard today from East Tennessee State Representative Sam McKenzie. He calls Burchett's comments disappointing and delusional.
Lauren, with